Hey everyone! Welcome back to Clarity English. Honestly, how are you guys doing today? If you want to learn English in a simple, step-by-step way without all the dry textbook vibes, you are in the exact right place. I'm David, and I'm here with Emily. Today, we are diving into the pure, chaotic excitement of the big football match between Argentina and Spain.
Hey guys, I am so happy to be here. Today's lesson is great for English listening practice because we're talking about something that literally brings the entire world together. Football. Or as we usually say here in the US, soccer. But today, let's go with football.
Exactly. This conversation is designed as a helpful English for beginners guide for anyone who wants to understand everyday topics, feel more confident, and not get totally overwhelmed by heavy grammar rules.
Let's dive in. Hi, David.
Hey, Emily. Do you actually like football?
Oh, I love it. The drama, the energy. I'm obsessed.
Same here. It is such an emotional, exciting sport.
Absolutely. It's wild how many millions of people tune in.
So we are talking about a massive final match. The teams are Argentina and Spain.
Oh, the stress is so real. They are both incredibly strong, world-class teams.
I know, right? They have some of the most talented players on the planet.
I totally agree. A final match is always on a different level. You can literally feel the tension in the air. Every single player wants to take that trophy home.
And the fans? Absolute madness. The stadium is a sea of colors. On one side, you have a massive wave of blue and white. On the other, vibrant red and yellow.
And the sound is just electric. Everyone is singing, cheering, maybe crying a little bit. The atmosphere is loud, happy, and so intense.
Do you prefer watching football live at the stadium, Emily? Or are you more of a cozy couch fan?
I love the stadium energy, but honestly, there is nothing like watching at home with a huge bowl of snacks, surrounded by family and friends. But right before the match starts, my heart is always racing.
Same. I get those pre-game butterflies every time. But that's the beauty of sports. Then, the referee blows the whistle and the match begins.
Both teams start passing the ball, playing so carefully because one tiny mistake could change everything. And then, a striker shoots. The goalkeeper makes an incredible, gravity-defying save, and the crowd goes absolutely wild.
That's the best feeling. Discussing sports is a fantastic way to boost your English learning because it lets you practice active, real-life words that people actually use. Let's look at a few essential football words.
A goal, that magic moment when the ball actually flies into the net. A goalkeeper, the hero protecting the goal. A referee, the person who keeps the game fair and controls the match. A stadium, where all the magic happens. A team, the group of players working together. And a fan, someone like you and me who supports their team with their whole heart.
Love that. Now, here is a simple grammar tip. To help you speak English fluently, it really helps to know how to talk about what happened in the past.
Yes! For example, today we say the player scores a goal. But if it happened yesterday, we say the player scored a goal.
Exactly. Score is a regular verb, so we just add a simple ed at the end.
Super easy, right? Just like the word play. Today they play, but yesterday they played.
Simple, but so important. Now, let's focus on English pronunciation. Let's practice saying these words clearly. Don't be shy. Try saying them out loud right along with us.
Goal.
Goal. Stadium.
Stadium. Perfect. These words are so useful. Let's try a quick English speaking practice conversation together.
Awesome. Let's do it. Emily, which team are you rooting for?
Honestly, I have to go with Argentina. I just love their passionate style of football. What about you?
I'm leaning towards Spain. Their passing game is like watching art. They play such beautiful football.
Honestly, both teams are incredible. At the end of the day, the best part is just enjoying the game. Football really does bring people together.
Absolutely. Getting into a daily habit of doing this kind of conversational English speaking practice is such a chill, low-stress way to build your skills over time.
Now, we want to hear from you. Are you Team Argentina, Team Spain, or are you just here for the snacks? Let us know in the comments below.
And hey, if this video made you smile, helped you learn a new word, or just made your day a little brighter, go ahead and smash that like button, share it with a friend, and hit subscribe. It really helps our little community grow.
Thank you so much for hanging out and practicing with us today. Keep listening, keep speaking, and don't worry about being perfect.
We'll see you in the next video. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye!